In 1 Timothy 6, the Bible talks about, says godliness with contentment is great gain. And then it goes on to say that if we have clothing and food, that should be enough. Then it warns us about the traps of the love of money. The love of money, not money in itself, but the love of money is the root of all kinds of evil. And then it says toward the end of that first part of Timothy, 1 Timothy 6, it says that people will depart from the faith because of the love of money and the evils that come with that. They'll depart from the faith. Paul, many don't know, just doing a little research on him, the research shows that he came from a wealthy family. And so he knew what it was like to have a lot, and he also knew what it was like to have nothing, a little, or very little. And he said that in his address to the churches. He said, I've learned to be content in all circumstances. This is in Philippians. He said, I've learned to be content when I've had a lot and when I've had a little. And so his contentment didn't come from things. And I think that's a lot of times our mental health is impacted because we feel like we're successful, that we are doing things when we can accumulate things, earthly things. The Bible talks about in 1 Timothy 6 that all those things are going to pass away. Those are going to go away, right? The earthly materials are going to leave. We didn't come in the world with them, and we're definitely not able to take them out. How many people you know have passed away and have had things, and their things are just distributed to family members or given away to Goodwill? All those things that they accumulated in the end didn't mean anything. And so I just felt led to get on here and tell you all that, godliness with contentment is great gain. I'm not saying don't be ambitious about some of the goals that you've set in life, but our number one goal is to please God and be thankful for where He has us and what He's blessed us with. And sometimes we can get distracted and it causes distress. 1 Timothy 6 talks about that distress that comes from loving money to the point where you're willing to do anything for that money. And so we have to be mindful of that. We want a better mental state. We got to learn the art of contentment. That's when I have a little bit, when I have a lot. I'm trusting God in all of it, and I'm thankful for where He has me and what He's blessed me with. We can always find a blessing in something. Finding the blessing in something is the part that people who are dealing with depression and sometimes anxiety have an issue with. Because when we are in our emotions and we don't want to get out of the bed, we've lost pleasures, the love of pleasures, of things that we once loved to do, we struggle with contentment. But I challenge you today, look at the things that you have. Look, I'm walking and I'm able to walk, number one, and I'm hearing the birds and the sounds of nature, and I'm alive and I'm healthy. There's air in my lungs, and that's enough for me. Contentment. We need to practice that. Find things that you are content with today, that you're thankful for, and watch your mental health improve. God bless you.